100% sulfate. That is so important. If Andrew didn't educate America about this, you know, you think glucosamine is glucosamine. Well, it's not. All glucosamine is not the same. This is the glucosamine you want to be taking in order to maximize the benefits. And we do have all the sizes available here as well for you. So you just choose the size that you need. Let me just find my little chart real quick and show you. You can do 150, 300, 600, or check it out, 900 caps. That's a lot of capsules, and that size is only for today. That's only for the Today Special. So you choose the size. Savings is enormous here. I mean, normally a 600 is 150. For $30 less at $119, you are getting 300 extra capsules. So I think that's why most of us are stocking up on the largest size. And this is another one that's very exciting to talk about. The health benefits are amazing, and it is a feel the difference product when you take it. Right, Andrew?
And when it comes to glucosamine and chondroitin, the pity has been that the science is so exciting on it, but so many folks who use it are incredibly disappointed. In fact, the majority of folks who use it are going to be disappointed because the majority of companies that are making glucosamine products are using a form that is well established in the science, in the literature, to not be beneficial. There are two principal forms you'll find of glucosamine on the market. Glucosamine sulfate, which is scientifically established, glucosamine hydrochloride, not scientifically established, but cheaper. So unfortunately, because it's cheaper, the glucosamine hydrochloride is a more standard ingredient, even though it doesn't deliver the benefits. I mean, I'm not sure why I'm smiling. It just is so shocking to me that folks who make vitamins and supplements would ignore the science and use an ingredient that isn't as beneficial simply because it's cheaper. It's sad, but it just has, what is it, caveat emptor, buyer beware. You have to be reading labels. So if you're not getting my glucosamine, make sure it's glucosamine sulfate, make sure it's in a powder, make sure it's chondroitin sulfate, make sure it's in a powder, not a rock hard tablet, which is going to resist digestion, resist absorption. You want to make sure that you don't present obstacles between your benefits and the product. With my products, I make sure I eliminate all the obstacles. Easy to swallow, ultrafine powder, instantly soluble. It will never upset your stomach. And we follow the science precisely. So if the science says it has to be glucosamine sulfate, you can bet, you can be certain we're using the science. We're using the ingredient that follows that science, the only way to go. And when it comes to glucosamine, if we look at this chart here, when it comes to glucosamine, there's an abundance of science. It's gotten a lot of attention. So it's pretty clear, it's crystal clear how you need to go about making a good product. Sadly, most companies ignore that. Most contract manufacturers that make most products ignore that. So there's been more than 23,500 papers. We haven't updated this for a couple of years. I'm sure now it's over 25,000 on glucosamine, more than 21,000 on chondroitin, more than 1,500 papers on both being used together. And then of those, more than 3,700 are clinical trials, meta-analyses, and systematic reviews, which are really the gold standard of science and clinical science. So glucosamine and chondroitin, they're vital molecules, critical structural molecules for our joints, for our arteries and veins, for our skin. If a tissue is an elastic tissue, it relies on collagen peptides, of course, as an integrating matrix, but glucosamine and chondroitin are the molecules that allow for that flexibility, resiliency, even the lubricating properties of our synovial fluid. So again, you can't have youthful, elastic, resilient joints without glucosamine chondroitin. The research in clinical science has shown that not only do people feel a difference using it, but more importantly, you could see it on x-rays. You could see the difference it makes. And for me, that really completes the scientific proof. Not only do people experience it in a double-blind clinical trial, but you could actually see the difference. And as they say, whatever picture's worth 1,000 words, seeing is believing. That's what those x-rays will show for when you look at the science.
No doubt about it. Again, for maintenance as well as for repair of those joints. And if you have unhappy joints, you know who you are. There is nothing worse because your joints are relentless at letting you know they're not happy. So whether it's knees or hips or neck or back or elbows or fingers or wherever you are having joint issues, this is a wonderful, wonderful product to consider. I'm so glad that so many of you have stayed with us this afternoon and that you're choosing this today. You are getting the best value of the year. We will not have a better value until 2022. So best buy of the year is right now. It is our today's special. And whether you do the 900, which the vast majority of you are, over 52,000 today's specials total have been spoken for. This particular product going in close to 13,000 have been spoken for, and the vast majority are the largest one. That's leaving us with about 3,000 left. To Andrew's point, these will definitely be available tonight. There's a final show tonight coming up at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Shannon and Andrew will be sharing more great products with you and your last look at our today's specials. But if you'd like to order this one now while you're thinking about it, that's the key. It's on your mind. You're thinking about it. Head to your phone or head right to hsn.com. We'll get you all set up. You do one payment right now. The largest one is $30 on your credit card. And that's a lot. I mean, this is, I'll just show you, I mean, 900 capsules is a lot of capsules. And by the way, as you're ordering today, for every bottle of Andrew Lessman products that you order, Andrew is donating 2 bottles of prenatal vitamins to moms in need, expectant moms in need somewhere in the world. Vitamin Angels is an organization that Andrew supports, and 2 bottles for every time you order something from Andrew Lessman. 2 babies are going to hopefully be born healthier thanks to the benefits of those prenatal vitamins that are getting into hands all over the world. Over 48 million bottles of prenatal vitamins have been donated by Andrew and his company, and that is so incredibly generous, but I think it makes us all feel that much better. We get to do something good for ourselves and help do something good for an expectant mom somewhere in the world to help ensure the health of her unborn baby. So one more reason, congratulations and thank you for doing that. We appreciate you so much, Andrew. This show went so quickly. I want to mention that we're still